Welcome back to my YouTube channel. We're on track 5. If I'm wearing the exact same thing in all these videos, it's because I'm filming them on the same day. I promise you, I am washing and changing my outfits throughout the week. This is track 5. This is a song called Stay With Me, and oh my god, this was the most problematic song on the album. And like, even going into talking about this right now, I feel stressed because the song brought us, I feel, so much stress. This song was the hardest one. This is the hardest one for us to do, and I feel like by the end of the studio version, we just kind of had done the best that we felt like we could with it. We'd gone back and forth. We thought about maybe like restarting completely, but we'd done so much work on it. And it was just one of the, it was the problem song. It was the problem song. It's a song that I love, and I'm pleased with it from a writing perspective, I suppose. But it was hard. This song was hard. This was Tom's favorite, if I remember correctly. If he's ever watching these, you can let me know if I'm wrong, Tom. But he loved this one. This was the one out of all the ones I ever sent him. He was like, I want to do this one the most. This is my favorite. He loved the original of this. But the problem is, if you think about music in terms of time signatures and rhythm and staying on the beat, this song does not do that. I wrote this in a weird way. I'm skipping tempo all the time. It goes from being very slow to very fast, then very slow to very fast, and it changes pace all the time. So from a recording perspective and from a producing perspective, it was really hard to translate my original to the studio, and it was really difficult. Oh my God, it was really difficult. This song is written from almost like from somebody else's perspective. It's like I'm recalling something that somebody else had, a sentiment somebody else was saying to me. I suppose about being present. And when I say stay with me, I don't mean like a don't leave me thing, stay with me. I'm talking about like a, someone's bleeding out and you're like, stay with me, stay with me. That's more I meant. So the stay with me, just so you know about that, is not like a please don't break up with me or don't abandon me. It's more like a stay with me, as in like stay present in this moment, stay with me mentally, stay with me, eye contact wise, or just stay in this moment with me, stay present with me. And that's what this song is about. I guess, yeah. So I guess it's a song to maybe, I don't know, maybe emotional avoidance, or someone that was slightly checked out or not being quite as present as they could be. That's what this song is about, from the POV of somebody else saying it to you. And there's a lot of layering and echoing in this too. That it was the timing of it that really ended up being really stressful in the studio and ending up being really difficult to record. It was just really difficult to record. I will show you what I mean now. I'm going to cut straight to the chase with this one. This is what it sounded like initially. It's nice.
An ocean in a forest fire, a still wind as I cross the wire.
I went a bit poetic with this one.
How did this flower just transpire from the sand? As the keys unlock the door, our clothes already hit the floor.
Bit of a mess.
How nice it feels to be adored, hand in hand.
Oh God. Yeah, a mess, as you can see. But I think chorus-wise, this one holds up. So I think that's probably why Tom liked it. The studio version ended up being like this. How did we? Okay, so it was not guitar in the end. I think we ended up making it very ethereal, floaty type of vibe instead. And maybe that's what. Oh, something on my eye. I think that's probably what ended up making it harder to have structure with, because it didn't have instrumental structure. It was more kind of like spacey and stuff. So yeah. This song gives me so much grief.
An ocean in a forest fire.
It's slower,
Still wind as I cross the wire.
I think, in studio.
How did this flower just transpire from the sun?
For kind of distance coming close sound.
And as the key unlocks the door, our clothes already hit the floor. How nice it feels to be adored, hand in hand.
I feel stressed. Guys, I feel stressed. I feel stressed listening to it, because I just remember going over it and over it and over it and being like, okay, should we leave that? Do we tweak that? Let's try this. Let's try that. We're adding things, taking it away, trying to just make it have more structure. But yeah, I think this was the one, it didn't translate as well as we both wanted to the studio, which was a shame, because I know he really liked it. And I'm not saying it's bad. I'm obviously like, I don't want to sit here and be like, I'm not at all proud of it. Like, this album took a long time for us all. It was 4 years on and off, both of us making this, working a lot of hours, sending each other the tracks back and forth, trying to understand each other, on miscommunicating on, can we take this out, add this, etc. It took a long time. So I'm happy with everything that we put out, and I'm really proud of the whole album. But yeah, this one was just really, really exasperating for a lot of the time. I wonder how I'll feel listening to it in full at the end of it now. But that was the first verse. And the chorus in the original is like this.
Stay with me, she said, keep your eyes on me before we go to bed. Hold me perfectly. If I look at you and you look at me, just breathe. Just breathe.
I think the chorus works better in the original. I think. Well, I'll tell you how I feel after I listen to it again in the studio version. But the studio version instead sounds a little like this.
Stay with me, she said, keep your eyes on me before we go to bed. Hold me perfectly. If I look at you and you look at me, just breathe. Just
I think so. There's a double bass, I think, that is like the marker for tempo underneath. It's like, if I look at you, you look at me, and there's like a bung, bung, bung. And I remember singing over the track and trying to make sure that I wasn't mistiming the vocal over those beats, which I think maybe made me more conscious of the singing over the tempo. So there was that. And also, yeah, I think we were playing with having the sound feel close and then having the sound feel distant. And I liked having it feel kind of far away, and then it needed to come forward. Otherwise, the whole song would have felt really far away. So there were times where it was coming forwards, then coming backwards. And sometimes it worked, and I felt like sometimes it didn't. This song, guys, gives me stress. But anyway, second verse.
My colors spread throughout your skin. My colors spread throughout your skin. We've scars from where we both have been. A prize I still have yet to win. I understand. Stay with me, she said. Keep your eyes on me. Before we go to bed, hold me perfectly.
It's been a long time since I've heard these.
If I look at you, and you look at me, just breathe.
I think that's nice.
Just breathe.
Okay, so that's 2 verses, 2 choruses there. Yeah. I'm reserving what I want to say about this until I finish listening to the whole thing.
My colors spread throughout your skin. My colors spread throughout your skin. With scars from where we both have been. A prize I still have yet to win. I understand. Stay with me, she said, keep your eyes on.
It was so, I remember going back and forth with Tom. I'm trying to work out when that should come back in. And sometimes it felt way too long, and other times it felt like it was too soon. So we ended up like landing on that, but it still feels like a jump scare somehow. It's like it goes away for a bit. It's like, oh, the song's finished. Stay with me. I'm back again. The song's not over, baby.
Oh. Before we go to bed, hold me perfectly. If I look at you and you look at me, just breathe. Just breathe.
Okay, and then it goes into the verse, I think. It's so hard, you know. I think there's bits of both that I like. I think I like how clear the harmonies sound in the original, but I also like the ethereal, spacey reverb that the studio version gives. If I could mix them both together, I think I would be completely happy. But it's just one of those ones. It just didn't work as well as I wish it did. Okay, and then bridgey bit.
Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me, she said. Stay with me. If I look at you, and you look at me, if I look at you, and you look at me, so I looked at you, and you looked at me, we breathed.
Yeah.
We breathed.
I think it's actually quite nice. It suddenly starts becoming like, I wanted it to feel like it was overlap, stop. That's kind of, and I think that is relatively achieved in the draft, where it's like it becomes echo, builds up, and there's like the harmony underneath it, breathe, and it all just goes boom, and then just like stops. And I think that we did that too in the original. Original is this. Studio is this. I have 2 PCs. Both of them are up. It's very confusing. This studio version.
Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me. If I look at you, if I look at you, so I looked at you, and you looked at me. We breathe.
I think that is achieved better in the draft. The kind of like overlap, 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 stop. It's slower in this version. I don't know if that works as well, but it's still kind of floaty. But I like this. We had I think this is 5 harmonies. If not 4. And the violin is my favorite bit at the end there. I really like that. Suddenly I feel like I'm in Bridgerton here. Maybe another soundscapey one. I think maybe songwriter is maybe not the right word for me. I feel like sometimes I'm actually writing more kind of soundscapes. Things that don't have a beginning, middle, and end. Sometimes, for me, I think I'm just writing a feeling, and that's so cringe to say, but I feel like some of the songs that are on this album, or that I've written in general, have not really gone anywhere. They've just been like a dumping, really, of a melody or something. But yeah, the ending on this is just guitar. Interesting journey, this song. There's parts of this on the draft that are some of the nicest parts, I think, of some of the nicest harmonies I feel like I've written before. I really like some of the harmonies in that one, but then some of it is like really disjointed and doesn't really go anywhere. But I guess that's just the case with with music in general. Sometimes it's just like that. But that is the journey of Stay With Me. I will leave you with the full draft, and I shall see you next week for the 6th track, which is the one that has a music video. It actually had 2 music videos. I will give you more backstory on that one next week. But next week will be I Can't Wait. 2 songs with I can't in them. So negative. I can't wait. I can't tell. So many problems. I'm just bringing you problems. But yeah, next week will be track 6.
An ocean in a forest fire, a still wind as I cross the wire. How did this flower just transpire from the sand? As the keys unlock the door, our clothes already hit the floor. How nice it feels to be adored, hand in hand. Stay with me, she said, keep your eyes on me before we go to bed. Hold me perfectly. If I look at you and you look at me, just breathe. Just breathe. Stay with me, she said. Keep your eyes on me before we go to bed. Hold me perfectly. If I look at you, and you look just breathe. Just breathe. Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me, she said. Stay with me. If I look at you,